This has to be my favorite one today. This illegal arrested in D.C. screaming and panicking, and this is so funny. Here we go. It's like a Howard Dean scream.
Yo no debo nada. Yo no debo nada.
Yamadabadoo!
Yo no debo nada. Yo estoy trabajando. Yo no debo nada.
Ah!
Yo no debo nada.
You had, I believe it was, what's her name from The Five? Jessica Tarloff retweeted this and said how horrible it was until she found out. And all the Telemundo was going nuts with this too until they all found out. Telemundo was doing this for like 24 hours until they all found out. He is illegal from Mexico who was arrested in January 2024 for aggravated sexual assault of a child under the age of 13. We need to help him. Help him. He's just trying to deliver food and rape children. I wonder if the children screamed, the child screamed when he violated, and it's just disgusting. So that's who the Democrats care about. Let's go to, this is so crazy. You have to love Trump. Here we go.
Well, guys, this just in. Fox can confirm that President Trump will go on patrol tonight in our nation's capital with law enforcement and military personnel at his side.
This is going to be huge. I'm going to make a lot of arrests. Don't tase me, bro.
President Trump broke the news today in a radio interview, and we expect more reportable details shortly. Shannon, an incredible development.
Okay, now, here's the thing. Do you really I love it. It is so awesome. This is freaking crazy. But do you really think he's going to be on patrol? He's going to have to be in the Beast. Are they going to put a siren like the old detectives did in Dragnet? Are they going to put a siren, or what we call it the Mars light? Well, Mars lights are the big ones from the 70s. Are they going to put the light up on the top, little magnetic one? I don't know. With the Beast, you're going to have like 50 Secret Service agents, but I don't care. This is awesome. This is so cool. Yes. Or as Marv Albert used to say, yes, from downtown. Okay, and then here's this from, I believe this is the affiliate, like the local affiliate in D.C. Here we go. Listen to this.
National Guard hit the ground in Washington last week. That city's crime fight went.
Hold on, I got to start from the beginning. It was a little wrong. Since the National Guard.
When the National Guard hit the ground in Washington last week, that city's crime fight went into overdrive. And now we're seeing the impact and the dramatic reductions in crime.
When the National Guard rolled into Washington last week, the locals seemed skeptical.
The crime is minimal here. There's not really a lot of crime here. It looks like window dressing to me.
But with the Guard on the ground, crime is on the decline. For the first time in a long time, D.C. has gone 7 days without a homicide.
7 days without a homicide. There's been a homicide in these parts. 7 days. 7 days. How many homicides, sir? What was that? What was the number again, sir?
0.0.
I see.
And that's not all. Carjackings are down 83%. Robberies are down 46%. Car thefts down 21%. And overall violent crime is down 22%.
This is terrible. We don't have a crime problem. Do you not hear the statistics? Isn't that remarkable? It's amazing.
When you have these kind of numbers going down, it basically says this is a success, and that means people feel safer.
Like many big cities, Washington's police department.
What? A success? What? No!
Is critically short-staffed.
People who don't feel safe aren't free.
Sergeant Betsy Smith with the National Police Association says it is ripe for federal help.
More police generally equals less crime.
Gee, you think common sense maybe on that one? You think? Winning. And winning. Don't listen to the small percentage of leftists who scream and yell and all the Democrats.
When the National Guard hit the ground in.
And all the Democrats who are pro-crime. Don't listen to any of them, right? Okay. Here, by the way, this is, those crime stats said enough, but here's more from the D.C. Police Union. In the week, these crime stats are from 1 week before Trump did the surge and 1 week after Trump did the surge. So 2 week span from before to 1 week into. The stats are from the D.C. Police Union. Robberies down 46%. ADW, and somebody told me before, I can't remember what it was, aggravated something or other, is down 6%. Carjacking down 83%. Car theft down 21%. Violent crime down 22%. Property crime down 6%. All crimes down 8%. This is bad. We're not free anymore. No, you heard what she said. You're not free. If you're being victimized and you're a victim of crime, then you're not free. It sure isn't freedom. Oh, it's all rigged too, by the way. Here is a comment from the D.C. Police Union. Listen to this. This is the head of the D.C. Police Union on how the numbers have all been rigged.
That's one of the chief complaints of our members when we go around and talk to them, is that they respond to the scenes of these violent crimes. And inevitably, you'll have a captain or a commander or sometimes a lieutenant show up on the scene and advise them to take a report for a lesser offense. One of the things that we see them do often is sometimes there'll be a shooting or a stabbing. And if the victim is uncooperative with the police, which is not uncommon in some areas of the city, they'll be directed to take an injured person to the hospital report, which is not even a crime at all. It's an incident report. Sometimes you'll have a robbery. It'll be reported as a theft. Other times you'll have burglaries that are reported as unlawful entry or thefts. This is something that's been, unfortunately, part and parcel of the police department for some time, and we're very skeptical that these crime stats are accurate.
Only the Democrats and liberals would want high crime and want it to continue to flourish. And by the way, you have Mayor Karen Bass. Here's a little piece of audio from her saying this about the D.C. She's LA mayor, of course, but she's talking about D.C.
I'm very concerned about that. And not only that, I'm concerned about the way he is rolling that out in Washington, D.C., which is essentially going after young black and brown youth in Washington, D.C., imposing a curfew, saying that if they violate the curfew, the parents could be charged $500, saying that the kids could be detained and arrested. We've tried those policies before.
Okay, has she not seen, and I should have brought these pictures up for you, I apologize, but has she not seen Judge Jeanine Pirro, who is now as you know, the U.S. Attorney for the District of Columbia? Has she not seen that over the last year and 8 months, every victim between ages 0 and approximately 22, 23, every single victim of homicide in that city over the past year and to 8 months are all black? A little black baby, a little black girl, black boys, black men, young black men, young black women. Does she not? So she cares about black and brown people, the ones, as a group. She doesn't care about the ones that are murdered. She does not care about the individuals, as my buddy Eric Erickson says in one of his columns recently. Okay, so there is that. Oh boy, bad, sad news for poor Tish James and the Democrats in New York State. I was just filling in Buffalo today, and I'll do it again next week. It's very interesting. I've never been there. It's quite interesting. It was like going to a foreign land. It was actually really cool, though. Actually, a lot of fun. Anyway, here is poor Tish James. She lost. She got her butt handed to her. The New York State Appellate Court threw out the $500 million judgment. It is gone. Oh, man, we were so close. So close. We knew this would happen, but it just happened. Now that it happened, it's great, isn't it? Let's go back to Tish James and what she has said previously.
And that is why I will be honored when I walk into that courtroom on October 2nd.
Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
Well, my role is civil. But I will come back before you soon with a check for $250 million.
Oh, whoa! Hey, we just got the check in. Here's what it says.
0.0.
Nada. Zero. 9. Not the number 9. The number or the word 9. 9. You remember that ghoul, Judge Arthur Engeron, that fool? It's all gone. It's all gone. Oh, by the way, don't listen to me. Listen to the very, very liberal CNN, because this says a lot, and it's fun to listen to this. Here's CNN fake news senior legal analyst, Ali Honig.
Well, I'm not Wolf. I have been skeptical of the Attorney General's case for a long time. I'm on record saying that this is a huge win for Donald Trump any way you cut it, and this is a stinging rebuke to the Attorney General, Letitia James. The finding here, it's a very long, complicated ruling, but the bottom line is, while the finding of liability against Donald Trump can stand, for now at least, the damages award, which started at $350 million with interest gets up close to $500 million. That is thrown out. And the core reason for that ruling, according to the judges, is essentially that there was not enough of a showing here that there were actual victims. And just to refresh.
Yeah, there were no victims. There are no victims. But, quote, fake news CNN senior legal analyst. Huge win for Trump, of course, winning. And stinging rebuke of the Attorney General, Tish James. And soon she very well could be in jail for mortgage fraud. Aha. They got a grand jury together in Albany. They're investigating whether or not Trump's civil rights were violated by her office by hunting him down before she even ran for office, promising to take him out. You're innocent until proven guilty. What the hell did she know? She didn't have an investigation. I'm going to get him for what? I'm going to get him. I know he's guilty. Oh, and you're going to be the top cop? Anyways, good job, Tish. You lost. You got your butt handed to you. Now there is Woke Barrel. Woke Barrel. I'm going to read a great little tweet that I retweeted. Cracker Barrel didn't just lose its logo, and I'm going to show it to you right now. It didn't just lose its logo; it lost its soul, and that's true. Look at this. The cracker, aka the man, is gone, and the barrel is gone, and the country style is gone, and old country store is gone because they don't want to be country anymore. They just want to. And look at this. This is so sterile and such a perfect leftist sterilization. And so it's humiliating. It's a joke, and people are very, very angry. And rightfully so. You're going to hear from that woke CEO right there with the nice woke leftist horn-rimmed glasses and her chief wokeliness. But look at this. Let's see what their stock's like. Oh, look at their stock. Oh no, Mr. Bill. Look at that. They lost. I saw on Fox News just a few minutes ago. I think they lost 225 or 500 million all of a sudden in the past up till right now this afternoon on a Thursday. So look at their stock right there, just crashed. And there's their woke CEO. So they're done, and I will never go there. Period. Ever again. Never. I'll starve before I go there. I'll eat fast food before I go there. I'm done. And the sterilization of their places that I've seen in the videos is just ridiculous. Oh, but listen to their CEO, because this is so awesome. Listen to her at the beginning, though, when she's on Good Morning America, and Michael Strahan says something, and she laughs. She goes, it's like a little child, and he's kissing her butt, and she's kissing his butt. Listen to this.
All right, I got to ask this question. I think I probably know the answer. What if all the customers are coming at you hard enough about the look of the restaurant and they want to go back to the old way? Would you do it?
Let's go back on that. This is the head of this company, this whatever multi-million-dollar company or billion-dollar company. I don't know.
To the old way. Would you do it?
But then listen, in a moment, she's going to say, I'm going to give you another soundbite. She's literally like parroting what her media coach, so they have media coaches at this level, clearly. I'm going to give you another soundbite. Instead of just answering the question, just talking like a normal person, I'm going to give you a soundbite.
Honestly, the feedback's been overwhelmingly positive.
Overwhelmingly. Nice classic leftist, probably from the East Coast. Overwhelming.
Positive that people like what we're doing. I'll give you another soundbite.
In other words, I'm going to say something that you're going to clip out of here and use for news. Shut up and talk. She can't.
I actually happened to be in Orlando last week with all of our managers. We bring them together and every other year. And the number one question that I got asked, Michael, was, how can I get a remodel? When can I get a remodel?
Oh my gosh. Oh, can you sterilize my store? Can you take the country out of it? When? They're humping your leg because you're the CEO, but you will not be the CEO and give her 6 months to a year and a half. She's out. Some of these companies cling and cling and cling. They're bitter clingers to their wokeism. This is not Cracker Barrel. This is Woke Barrel. Okay, I forgot to read the post. We'll go back to our soundbite in a second. Under a CEO more obsessed. Well, let me go back. Cracker Barrel didn't just lose its logo. One person tweeted it lost its soul. Under a new CEO more obsessed with DEI quotas than country charm, they've scrubbed their iconic logo, remodeled 70-plus stores into sterile showroom knockoffs, pledged $700 million to erase every trace of what it made to feel like home. And according to a civil rights complaint, they're openly discriminating against white employees. Ah! And then she says, "Congratulations, this lady, Cracker Barrel. You are now woke barrel." This is the best thing I've ever heard. Woke barrel.
How do I get on the list?
Oh, really?
So because
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everybody wants to sterilize their stores. Yes. Oh, really? Yes. Here we go.
the feedback and the buzz is so good, not only from our customers but from our team members. They want to work in a wonderful restaurant. So
wonderful.
We're doing everything for our guests and our team members.
Well, Julie Messino, it's wonderful to have you here.
Pleasure to
and
be
thank
here.
You
Yeah, you're doing everything for us, your guests. Yeah, we're not coming anymore, dude. Or do that.
Answering those questions for all the Cracker Barrel fans out there. There's a lot of great changes.
Thank you so much.
All right, yeah, a lot of great changes. This guy doesn't need a Cracker Barrel. He probably never has in his life. But I'm sure he's a leftist. Nonetheless, he's just kissing her butt. Are they a sponsor? Is that why he's kissing her butt? I don't know, but that's bad stuff. Woke Barrel. Good luck on them. They're screwed. Let me see what else I got for you here. Oh, the illegal from India. And you have a really, really bad stuff. Gavin Newsom is so eager to try to out-Trump Trump and so eager to be the front runner for the 2028 presidential race already. He really is embarrassing himself, and he's trying so hard, and it's not working at all. It's really, really bad. Here today, first of all, he attacked Marcus. I can't remember his last name. The guy I love. He's on reality shows and business. Marcus Policis or something. I can't remember. And he's now he runs and owns Crate & Barrel. He owns and runs like 50 or 60 companies probably. I love that guy. Anyways, he was attacked by Gavin Newsom, and he mocked him and said, "Oh, we don't want your one store," or whatever. He is chasing away businesses. He's mocking business owners, chasing away jobs. The mayor of San Jose rebuked him on Twitter about this too yesterday. I'm sure the mayor of San Jose is a freaking raging liberal. So, but listen to this. Newsom also with this illegal, the Indian illegal who jackknifed a semi and killed 3 people, according to the authorities, by jackknifing a semi and them running right into the side of his truck because he did a U-turn illegally over like they're coming up right here and he's going like this and he goes. I mean, it's insane to do a U-turn over the median and go to the other side. He has no idea how to drive. As you know, the feds got him in custody, and they could not answer. Look at the English proficiency test. He failed the English assessment. He only answered 2 out of 12 questions in English because he doesn't speak the English, because he's an illegal from India. Second of all, he only accurately identified 1 out of 4 highway signs. He does not read. He can't read signs, and he doesn't speak English, and he's driving. And I had truckers call in when I was filling it in Milwaukee and Madison yesterday. It's crazy. Madison, Milwaukee, and then Buffalo, and I'm doing some network again. I did some network earlier this week with Jesse Kelly. I'm blessed. But getting back to this, he doesn't speak English. He doesn't get a driver, but he somehow got a CDL, commercial driver license, from both Washington State and California. They did this. Now, apparently, after that crash killing 3, he fled Florida and showed up, and the U.S. Marshals arrested him in California. But listen to Gavin Newsom be clowning himself, again, trying to be the front runner on everything and such. He says Florida let a murder suspect walk. California police had to step in and arrest him. Now Florida's Lieutenant General or Attorney General is staging a photo op to pick him up. Wrong. Bill Malugin, Fox News, says he's not a murder suspect. It's a vehicular homicide case, and California did not arrest him, played no role according to this. U.S. Marshals did. So Gavin Newsom doesn't even know what he's doing, but he just wants to be out front and be attacking. He might get the nomination, but he's going to collapse spectacular. I was just listening earlier on Fox. He's got the highest unemployment rate, and like the high, all sorts. He's got every stat that's bad. I think it's highest homeless, highest unemployment rate, all sorts of stuff. So good luck with your record, and keep acting like a fool and embarrassing yourself. The Smithsonian. I want to hit the Smithsonian. Oh, before we do that, here's Representative Nicole Collier. We won in Texas, as we knew we would, 5 seats redistricted. And by the way, California, Gavin Newsom's trying to go nuts over this. The law says it has to be an independent commission that redistricts, and California voted by like 60% to approve. They wanted this 10 or 15 years ago, somewhere in the last 10 to 15 years. They voted for an independent commission for redistricting. Republicans, Democrats, all sorts of people, but not partisan. And that's what's been doing redistricting in California by law. And now the legislature and Gavin Newsom, I'm sure they're going to pass it because they're almost all Democrat. is going to rig it with their own things, and the voters have to approve it. Maybe they will, but here's the problem: Texas can come back and do another 5, and we will if we want to. Ohio can do it, and they're looking at it, and they actually, I think, by their laws, they have to. And Indiana is looking at it, and I'm missing 1 or 2, but we far outnumber them, and we can, if we go to the hilt. I heard this afternoon on Fox. If we go to the hilt with this Republicans writ large, we can end up, no matter what the Democrats do, because they've jerry-rigged it so much, gerrymandered it, that we will outnumber them by 20 seats. It'll be even worse for them. So the game can be played. Reminder: the reason why Texas can lawfully, legally do this is because, number one, we do not have in our states make up the redistricting. Nobody else. It's not a federal thing. Number two, in Texas law, there's nothing about having to wait every 10 years for the census. There is nothing codified in that. There's not. You might say it's a gentleman's agreement. There's nothing there. We have nothing. We can do whatever we want on this. Number two, this was all about the Trump Justice Department under the Division of Civil Rights under Harmeet Dillon, who I'm a fan of. She follows me on Twitter. I follow her. She sent a letter to us in Texas, where I'm at, saying you need to redistrict because of a decision last year. What was it last year? It was an appellate court decision, and the appellate court said you cannot use 2 different minorities cobbled together to make a majority minority district. It has to be one minority. That's what the U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals ruled. And so these 5 districts were majority minority based on adding black Hispanics. You cannot do that. You got to be one or the other. These did redistrict, and they are now majority Hispanic. I believe all of them, if not all, I think 4 out of 5 are majority Hispanic. It is a majority minority district. And guess what? They like Trump. And they like Republicans because they're smart. They got the head out of their butt. So that's number one. Here's Representative Nicole Collier, whatever she is, and she's stunting. She's like refused to leave the house because she doesn't want to have a cops trail her, which is what we have to do because they're babies. Their babies have to be babysat. So she goes and hides out in the bathroom and is doing a all for publicity a conference with teleconference or FaceTime conference with Gavin Newsom, Cory Booker, and some other Democrat, and she gets accosted by the DPS agent for Texas saying, you can't be doing this here. Listen, this is great.
To leave, they said it's a felony for me to do this. Apparently, I can't be on the floor or in the bathroom. Well, you told me I was only allowed to be here in the bathroom. No, hang on. Bye, everybody. I've got to go.
It's a felony to poop on the job.
Hey,
now listen to this Spartacus and this fake outrage and Gavin Newsom. It's so pathetic because they're like, yeah, I'm mad. They're not mad. They're just acting.
That is outrageous.
Come on.
And first of all, let me tell you something. Representative Collier in the bathroom has more dignity than Donald Trump in the Oval Office.
There you go.
That is outrageous.
Gavin, there you go. Yeah, I'm angry. And there's some other Democrat, probably some other governor, he's going like he's mad. It's bad. I mean, they can't even just be mad if they're mad. They're not mad. They're just acting mad. They have no plan. They have no passion. They have no core. They're just trying to do so. What can I grab this? Can I grab this? What can I do? Oh, I'll do this. Will this work? No? Okay. How about this? Speaking of which, I think we're going to close with this. I love this. See if I have any more audio for you. Sometimes I'll go nuts and play different things, make sure I don't miss anything good. I think I got everything that I wanted to play for you. Oh, you know what? Here's one with the Smithsonian. And you know how I do the Smithsonian? One of the things I've said is, how do you want to raise your children? How do you raise your children? Here, it's right here. How do you raise your children? With regards to the Smithsonian and being woke and guilting and shaming everybody. Slavery. America's bad. China pays for some of the exhibits and makes China look great, makes us look bad. All this horrible stuff. But how do you raise your children? We homeschooled, and the horrific picture of the black man with massive welts all over the back of his body from slavery, that was in my son's curriculum, my daughter's curriculum. It's a Christian-based homeschool curriculum. They saw the ugliness of slavery. They know about the Civil War. They know that William Wilberforce in Britain, because of his Christian faith, fought hard for 20 years and freed the slaves and abolished slavery without one shot fired. Christianity did that in Great Britain. And my children know the truth, but my children know this is the best country in the world. They know how blessed they are to be in this country. They know that this country should never have happened. But by the sovereign hand of God, we overcame all sorts. It was so ridiculous. We never should have been able to succeed as being a country. but we did because of the sovereign hand of God. And my children know that. And they also know the evils of slavery. They also know that we're in the greatest country in the world. They know that they have so much to be proud of and how free they are and how blessed they are. And they have a hope and a future and a love for this country, at least reasonably enough for Dad. So that's how I want my children to be. That's how I want my museum to be. Trump is right about everything. Let's close with some real fun stuff. This made me laugh so hard. Idaho killer Brian Koberger demands prison transfer after complaining about inmate threats. This is so awesome. Complaining about prison guards that other inmates are threatening to sexually assault him and pleading for a transfer to another wing of the prison. Requesting his cell be moved to a quieter wing. He had a handwritten residential concern form. He made his first complaint on his second day in J Block, which is for high-profile, high-risk prisoners, including death row inmates. Less than a week later, he reportedly complained again that another person told him, "I'll B-word F you. I'll BF you. I'll BF you." And, and told guards someone else warned him that the only A word we'll be eating is Kohlburgers. The only ass we'll be eating is Kohlburgers. Woo! Hey, quadruple murderer, welcome to prison. Dude, you go anywhere, it's going to happen to you because people despise you. You're a sick and evil and sinister person. You just are. A guard says, "Well, I remember hearing some vulgar language being used, but I can't recall the specifics." You know he does. And he wrote, I request a transfer to B Block immediately. I wish to speak with you soon. I bet you do.